Hello there, welcome back to Jennie Designs with Paper. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm working with another card kit, so get comfy and let's get crafty. The card kit I'm working with today is the My Monthly Hero Kit of the Month for March 2026. I'm caught up. And this is a super fun, here's a hint. This is a super fun card kit. The first thing is the dies. This is the Milk Curtain die set, and it has two tops, one that's closed and one that's opened. There is a die cut sentiment. There are some strawberries if you want to do strawberry milk. There's all kinds of cute things for the dies. The stamp set is called You Are Legendary. It is mostly sentiments and then things you can use to decorate your milk curtains with. And then the third thing is this Holy Cow layering stencil. It is one stencil, and it creates that cow background. And then the cardstock colors are Raven, Truffle, Alabaster, Celestial, Windy, Saffron, Beeswax, Bellini, Pomegranate, and Poppy. So I am going to make one card. I did some of the die cutting off screen, and I die cut all of the pieces I wanted to use for these milk curtains. My plan here is to put two milk curtains on the front of my card, one that is closed and one that is opened. The die set includes these little rectangle, I don't know what shape these are. Slanted rectangle things, trapezoid, I don't know what they're called. To kind of mimic the front panels or the nutritional information panels. I'm also going to be using the little splash that comes in that die set. And for the opened milk carton, I should have done the back piece in the darker blue. So I just grabbed a blue ink cube from my drawer. It's an Altenew. I don't know what color it is because it was on the top. And put a little bit of dark ink on that back piece where the opening is to add some shadow to it. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of die cut assembly here. I'm using my Beverage Arts glue, and it's very thin nozzle. Is that what it's called? Tip. And I'm adding a little bit more blue because I missed a spot, but it's okay. The curtains are in two pieces, obviously, so you can choose which top you want to put on. And you just glue them down, nestled together. So we're going to add the panels to the side of the card. I think in theory, you could turn it backwards. There's a little bit of embossing in it, but you could turn it backwards and have the milk curtains going the other direction, I think, in theory. I don't know. I'd have to try that out. So I'm going to go ahead and put those little panels on both of the cards. And then on the milk carton that is closed, it also has that kind of orange juice style opening. And it's a two-piece. It has a dark base. And so I cut the base out of the dark blue and the top out of the lighter blue that I'm using here. I chose to use blue for no other reason than I wanted to. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and use our stencil. I pulled out my craft tacky mat to hold the cardstock. I'm using the alabaster piece of cardstock, and I grabbed from my drawer a couple of Hero Art or Hero Cubes. One is espresso, one is caramel. Typically, the Holstein pattern is brown, or is black rather. Holsteins are the primary milk cow in the United States, but I didn't want to do it black, so I grabbed these two shades of brown. Sorry, had a little coughing fit there. I already have tons of ideas to use this stencil for because I have a sister who loves the Highland cows. So the next thing we're going to do is pick the images and the sentiment off of the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp two of those things right here on the other end of this alabaster paper. So the stamp and die set has this little circle where the cow head can be coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one in Versaclear ink. I probably should have chosen another ink because I do end up doing a little bit Copic marker coloring. And Versaclear is not a Copic friendly ink, so I had to be very careful. But I did want the spots on this cow head to be black. And I'm using black in the sentiment, so I wanted to add black in another area. So for the sentiment, I used the Raven cardstock, and I pulled out my the sentiment that says, it's your birthday, milk it for all it's worth, because why not? I did put some anti-static powder on my cardstock because I will be doing some heat embossing. I grabbed my unicorn white pigment ink from Hero Arts and inked up that stamp. I did ink it up 2 times. And then while the lid was closed on my Misty, I pulled out my white embossing powder and got my heat tool warmed up and stuff. I have a ceiling fan going, so I like to leave that lid closed as long as possible so that it doesn't dry the ink too much. Pigment ink takes a while to dry, but you know, that's just the way I roll. So I've grabbed my little sentiment here and my embossing powder. This is Brutus Monroe Alabaster Ultrafine, I think is what it's called. And I'm going to go ahead and heat set that. I did heat set the back a little bit. This is sped up. It's fast, but not that fast. I'm going to go ahead and use the coordinating die to send this through my die cut machine. I am going to use some washi tape to tape it down. Even though this is a magnetic plate that I'm die cutting into, because I've heat embossed that sentiment, the paper is a little bit buckled and it won't lay flat, and the sentiment or the die could shift and cut my sentiment where I don't want it to cut. This die does cut out kind of little holes between the words, so I like that. I'm going to use the coordinating dies for that stamped circle. I'm also going to use that same piece of washi tape to tape those down. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I could have stamped this without I could have cut this without the die. I don't worry too much about the die on that cow because this piece of paper hasn't been heat set, isn't warped or anything. And this is how they will go together. So now it's just time to create the card. I'm going to take this panel and cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And you can see the 2 colors of ink gave it kind of some depth and background, or depth to the background, excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink blend the edges with that darker brown ink. Sorry if my voice is wonky. I'm having a dry throat all of a sudden. I don't know. I'm over 50, so now I'm choking on my own slobber, I guess. I don't even know. For the card panel, or the card base rather, I'm using that same Celestial cardstock color to make a US A2 size card. It is 4 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/2 inches tall, and it is a portrait style top folding because if you haven't been here before, that's how I like to make my cards. 90% of my cards are made top folding. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but it's irrelevant. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have this trimmed down nice, and then we're going to start figuring out where we're going to assemble everything. So the first thing I need to do is put the closed carton in the background, but I'm putting that cow on the side of this milk carton. So I want to put that down first and figure out, excuse me, how much of it's going to be covered up when I add the second carton of milk. So I'm just a little bit of finagling. And then I have a cup of Copic markers on my desk from the last crumb and coloring. I'm just adding a little bit of pink to the nose, a little gold to the bell, a little bit of browns to the collar, and browns to the horns, because I couldn't handle just leaving it. And this is why I probably should have used a different black ink, because it is not Copic marker friendly. And the nose and the pink and the yellow did smear a tiny bit, but not enough that you can really tell, especially when we get that other milk carton on. So we're going to go ahead and glue the cow to the milk carton first. I'm just doing a little bit of placement here. This is ultimately what I think it's going to look like. I end up not putting the milk cartons on tilted, because that would spill milk. And I'm a mom, and I don't like spilled milk because it smells. Especially if it spills in the car. It is awful. So we're going to start by putting the cow inside that ring and then putting them onto that milk carton in the background. And then we're going to use the same liquid glue to glue this milk carton down. And again, this is just my Beverage Arts glue. And I'm just I could use anything. I am popping the other milk carton up with some dimensional adhesive. So I wanted this one to be flat. And I did kind of eyeball where it needed to be to make sure that there was room for the top. And we're going to go ahead and adhere that down. And then we are going to pull out my big, huge roll of foam tape. The one I am currently using is from Altenew. I lied. We're going to glue the sentiment down first. I was getting ahead of myself there. We're going to put the sentiment on the second milk carton, and then we're going to get the big roll of foam tape. And like I said, it's Altenew's foam tape. You can get these big, huge rolls of foam tape just about everywhere these days. And once I have that back covered in foam tape, I'm going to go ahead and peel off the release paper and use my tweezers to get my fingers out of the way and go ahead and put that second carton down. I still kind of, in my brain, wanted to do it tilted, but the other part of my brain was like, don't spill the milk. I know, I'm extra. Like I said, I'm over 50. I'm comfortable with my extraness. Okay, we have our milk cartons assembled, and the next thing I'm going to do is add the milk splashes. There's actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put the card panel on the card base first because I wasn't sure if the splashes were going to go over the card panel, the cow print card panel. So first we're going to go ahead and use the grid on my desktop, my glass mat, to make sure I'm eyeballing that in the center. We are not mathing because it is a no school day at my house and we don't math on no school days. She tells herself with some delusion. All right, I'm using my reverse clamp tweezers and that liquid glue, and I'm putting the milk splashes like it's coming out of that open carton. So one of them is on the panel, the card print panel. The other one I'm actually going to glue to the opening of that milk carton. And then there's two smaller ones. Now, in reality, on the video, you probably can't even see them, especially the one that is laying flat on the card panel. In real life, they're there. I think they do add a little bit of cuteness to the card. But were they not there? Would it be missed? Probably not. That's okay. Because, you know, you got to use all the things. Right? You got to do all the things. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a piece of white copy paper in the inside of the card. It's a light blue paper, not necessary, but just my compulsion and how I finish my cards. All right, here is a close-up of the card. I think it turned out really cute. I have lots of nieces and nephews that would love this card. Lots of neighborhood friends too. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a couple of other videos here I think you would like as well. I've also added that subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. Leave me a comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a really fabulous day.